ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Hebrews and Shebrews. 500 here to tell you the truth according to the Bible.
Since we picking up All right, men of Israel, Magim, we get ready to start our Sabbath service. All right, blow the horn. Do the best you can. Go sign grace. All right, Mardaki, come up, state your registry.
Maradakia, Banya Hauda, Banya Shala,
Mardakia, Banya Hauda, Banya Sharala.
Yahweh Shim Yahweh Shah Brakathum,
Yahweh Shimi Al Shabrakatah. Come on up. Sometimes I think I be ODing on the one. Oh, it's like that. Leave it to like that.
Laya Shala,
Lion Shala. Sorry, Christ. All right, you'll grab the Torah. Go uncover the scrolls. All right. We're going to go into the prayers, starting with the Lord's Prayer. All right, Amadium, Hakwa Yadam, turn to the left, and then towards the east. All right, and you'll start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew and then in English.
Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakutka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka.
Rosazaka,
Hayah. Asha. Ra'arataza. Kawa.
Wa,
Hayah.
Ya,
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim,
Nathan.
Nathan,
Lanawa.
Lanawa,
Lakam.
Lakam,
Kal.
Kal,
Yawam.
Yawam,
Wasalak Lanawa.
Salakanawa,
Kawab Wafanawa.
Wapanawa,
Kasalak Nawa.
Salakanawa,
Kawab Waf Yanawa.
Wapanawa,
Wala'a.
Wala'a,
Dabayanawa.
Nawa,
Panasayawan.
Sayawan,
Abal.
Bal,
Awashayanawa.
Shayanawa,
Mayan.
Mayan,
Rai.
Rai,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Raka.
Raka,
Amalak Waf.
Salakwa,
Waha'ala.
Wahaham,
Wahakapar.
Abaharium,
La'alonium.
Wa'alonium,
Aban.
Aman,
What he said in English was, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom
thy
come,
will be done,
thy will be done,
on earth,
on earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day,
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts,
Give us our debts.
forgive our debtors,
Forgive our debtors.
and lead us not,
Lead us not
into temptation,
temptation,
but deliver us,
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever,
forever.
So be it.
So be it. I come to power, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Hashem Yahushua.
Shem Yahshua,
Baruchashah.
Shah,
Adonanawa.
Adonanawa,
Akak.
Akak,
Akak.
Akak,
Larpa'ah.
Larpa'ah,
Damalakah.
Malakah,
Wakal.
Wakal,
Marawa.
Marawa,
Akak.
Akak,
Lathahar.
Tahar,
Hamatazarium.
Tazarium,
Akak.
Akak,
Lahakoyim.
Akim,
Lamadyam.
Lamayam,
Akak.
Akak,
Al.
Al,
Rakawaf.
Wakawaf,
Hatamalah.
Hatamallah,
Lagorshan.
Darshan,
Bashim.
Bashem,
Yahushua.
Shai,
The water.
Water,
Aman.
Aman. This is what the brother said in the English. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of
The
Yahushua,
name of Yahushua.
please give us the power to heal
Please give us the power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease.
the power to cleanse the lepers,
Power to cleanse the lepers.
power to raise the dead,
Power to raise the dead.
power against unclean spirits,
Power against unclean spirits.
cast them out,
Cast them out.
in the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Bashem Yahushua.
Bashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barakanawa,
Washarala.
Washarala,
Waha.
Waha,
Maya.
Maya.
Sepharia.
Barak,
Rapah, Magan, Agan. Bless all Israel.
Bless all of Israel.
Bless Commander General Yohana, all the generals, all the officers, and all the brothers, all the sisters.
Go ahead, Mark Duncan.
All Israel.
All of Israel. All right. Commander General Yohana.
Commander General Yohana,
The generals.
general,
Captains.
officers,
Troopers. Young men. Sisters. Children. All of Israel.
all of Israel.
All right.
Bashim Yahushai, the water, Aman.
All right. This is the prayer that we send up for our loved ones. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai,
Name Yahushai,
bless us and Israel
and
the school. Bless, heal, shield, and protect.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect.
In the name of Yahushai.
Name Yahushai.
Thank you.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Hahariam, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Mahaim, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayim, Waratazam, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Magalia, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Anah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yaid, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Rad, Yashamar, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazalka, Wabah, Waka, Ma'aita, Wa'id, Iwalam.
All right. This is what the brother said in the English. I will lift up my eyes
Lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
to the hills.
From whence cometh my help.
My help.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Help coming from
Which
Yahweh.
made heaven and earth.
Made heaven and
He
earth.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee without slumber.
He
Behold,
that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
Yahweh is thy
hand.
shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by
nor
day,
the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
How shall preserve thee
all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Thou shalt preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming
This
in
time
from
forth,
this time
even
forward,
forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahayim. All. Yamayah. Laka. All Takarash. Wa'al. Ashquat. All. Kaya. Ana. Awayabatka.
One more time.
Awayabaka.
Aywa abatka.
Yahamya. Yawan. Ra'ash. Al-Makar. Ya'ira. Yawam. Sawadah. Wayatha. Yatazawa. Al-Tazah. Pawatka. Abarwa. Lakawa. Wadakakadam. Lagalia. Wala'ah. Yazakar. Sham. Yasharala. Awadah. Kaya. Naiwatazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Ayatka. Baryath. Yakar Rafwa. Ahayal. Adawam. Wa. Yashamai. Allah. Yum. Mawaba. Wagarium. Gabal. Wamawan. Wamala. Palashat. I'm I'm Washabya. Tazawa. Gam. Ashawa. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawai. Labanya. Lawat. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Kamadyan. Kasaya Saraya. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabyan, Manakal, Kwayash, Wan, Nashan, Yashamadwa, Bayan, Daria, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamwa, Nada, Yam, Mawa, Kairab, Waka, Wakaaba, Wakazaba, Wakadazal, Mana'ai, Gol, Nasaya Yamyaka,
say it again.
Nasa
Yakamwa,
Ashar, Amarath, Nasharasha, Nashariya, Lanawa, Af, Nawaf, Alahaya, Alahaya, Shayaf, Hamwa, Kagal Yagaya, Kakwash, Lapanya, Wakwa, Kayash, Taba'ara, Wakala, Kahalaba, Valahat, Hariyam, Khan, Tharadakma, Basa'araka, Wabasa, Wapafka, Thabahalam, Wala, Panayam, Kwalayawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahalwa, Aid, Waya Kapara, Waya, Abadwa, Waya Da'awa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Ayakwa, Akaharataza.
Most High Christ. That brother had sound like you got better on that one. Most High Christ. Damn right. That one's not an easy one. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh. For lo.
Thy
enemies. Make a tumult. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head. And have taken crafty counsel. So like against thy people. And consulted against thy enemies. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. The name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Moab. And the Hagarenes. The Baal. Ammon. Amalek. The Philistines. The inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Do unto them. As to the Midianites. That's to Sisera. That's to Jabin. At the brook of Kison.
Pass it, Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They have come to dung as the earth.
Make their nobles like a ram.
And like Zeab.
Yea. All their princes as Zabah. And as Amunah. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh. Make them like a wheel. As a stumble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. As the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. Make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill thy faces with shame. They may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. In trouble forevermore. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
Sar. We're going to go ahead and get started with our Sabbath service. You go ahead and put that down now. All right, Yeshabia, which means to sit. Chapter and verse we're going into?
6 and 13, sir, Genesis.
Genesis 6 and 13 is what we're following up on.
Down, sir.
All right. Again, if you're tuning in, make sure that you come into class. Come to class, get your attendance taken. We are taking your attendance. Some of y'all brothers and sisters are close to being due to getting your name. You understand? Take advantage of the classes here physically. Get down here, man. If you gotta get you a bus ticket, if you need to call us to find out how to get here, we can be resourceful to you and help you get what you need to get down here, man. Come and get in class. You understand? You got a beautiful building out here in South Carolina now.
Okay.
If you're in the South Carolina area, even if you're about 4 hours away, you could get down here at least once a week or once every week. You need to get down here, man. You know what I'm saying? Come and be in attendance. You know what I'm saying? All right.
613.
430 Southeast Main Street, Suite B. You understand? In Simpsonville, South Carolina is where we located. All right. 430 Southeast Main Street, Suite B, Simpsonville, South Carolina, 29681. Put that in your GPS. Make sure you're coming to class if you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Go ahead, Salaki.
Okay. Out of the Tanakh, the Hebrew. Waya Amar Alahayam Lanaka Quartaza Call Bashar Ba'a Lapanaya Kaya Mala'a Kara Taza Kamash Mapa Nayak Kam Waha Nanaya Mashaka Shatham Af Haya Taza 14 Asham Ashab Laka Thabath Aitaza Ya Gapar Kwanayam the Aisha Af Habatha Waka Parath Atha Mabayath Wama Karataza Baka Para. Verse 15. Waza'a Ashar the Aisha Atha Shalasha Ma'awaf Amah Arak Hatha Baha Kamashayam Amaha Raha Baha Washalah Wallah Washa Lasham Ama Quarama Quamaratha 16 Taza Hak the I Shah Lata Baha Wa Allah Amaha Taka Lanoha
Mala ma'ai laha I pathak Hatha baha bataza daha the shayam the ka the yam shanayam wala shayam. Verse 17. Waya naya ananaya shamawa av hamabadwal mayam il haya rataza harataza Lasha, Kaf, Kal, Bashar, Ashar, Bara, Rawa'ak, Kayayam, Matha, the Kayath, Hasha, Mayam, Kal, Ashar, Ba'arataza, Waga'ai, verse 18, Waka, Kwamathya, Af, Bara, Yathaya, Ayathak, Waba, Af, All, Hatha, Baha, Ataha, Wabana Yak, Wa'a Shatak, Wanashaya, Banayak, Athak, verse 19, Wamakal, Kakaya, Makal, Bashar, Shanayam, Makal, Thabaya, Al, Hatha, Baya, Lahaka, Yath, Athak, Zakar, Wanakwa, Baha, Yahweh, verse 20, Mahawat, Lamaya, Nawa, Haya, Waman, Haba, Habaha, Maha, Lamaya, Ha, Nakal, Ramash, Ha'id, Maha, Lamaya, Naya, Yawa, Shanayam, Makal, Yabai Wa, Allah, Yak, Laha, Kayana, Ya. Laha Kawayath. That's it, sir.
All right, in the English.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 13. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
The Most High was telling Noah. Now understand, Noah, the Lord saw favor in Noah's family because Noah kept the law, statutes, and commandments. This was a time period where everybody started sinning on the damn earth, being homosexuals and eating all kinds of garbage and worshiping whatever the hell they wanted to worship and do whatever the hell they wanted to do.
Wow.
And the Lord was just not with it, man. It even says that he repented the Lord.
That's right.
You understand that he had created man and the things that they were doing. It caused the Lord to repent himself. You know what I'm saying? So now, and this is what he's saying to Noah. He said, I'm getting ready to wipe this place out. Keep reading.
Verse 14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within the end without with pitch.
So he's telling them to build a what? An ark?
An ark.
What is an ark? I mean, anybody can answer that. So go ahead.
It's like a covering a place to hide something in.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a large boat, man. That's what the ark. That's what it's referring to. You know what I'm saying? He's telling them to build and something. He's telling them to build something that can ride these waves that's going to come out here on this earth, this flood that's going to come on this earth, to protect those who is going to be able to live on that ark, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 15. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make of it.
So he not only tells him what he needs to make it out of, but he's also telling him how to make it, giving him instructions. Like the Lord is a man of order and instructions.
Okay.
So not only he's gonna tell you, he's not gonna just tell Noah to go build his boat. He's gonna tell Noah to build it the way he wants it, because the Lord gets what he wants.
Okay. Sir.
You understand? You think we go out here and we do these camps? You think that these camps are organized the way that we want it, or these schools are built the way we want to set up on the inside the way we want it? No. The way we do everything is in the spirit of the Most High.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Commander General Yohana, who represents the Most High, who represents Christ, says this is how it's got to be done. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody in the entire school, and this entire body does it that way, man.
Okay.
You understand? And that's what the Lord wants. The Lord gave Noah instructions to build this ark the way he wanted him to build it. All right, go ahead, keep reading.
The ark shall be 300 cubits,
Mm-hmm.
that breadth of it 50 cubits,
All right.
and the height of it 30 cubits.
All right. So that's about 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. So if you want to imagine how long that is, that's about in this, in these metrics today, that would be how big that was. Go ahead,
Like an ocean liner, sir?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It was huge. It was huge. It was a big. Now imagine him and his sons building this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And how long it took them to build it, and they were obedient. And they did it anyway. Go ahead. Keep reading.
A window shalt thou make to the ark, in it a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof with lower. Second and third story shalt thou make it. 17. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die.
The Lord is about to destroy this entire earth, man.
Wow.
Save who? Save Noah and his family.
Okay.
And of course the animals that the Lord is gonna tell him to bring upon that boat. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, all the other families of this earth are going to be destroyed. You know why? It's because they're not following the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, man.
Okay.
So, and to apply that today, we are commanded to still, even in 2020, man, we are commanded to still follow these law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You understand? So now, in that time period, Noah's saying, listen, the Lord commanded Noah to let people, let everybody know, they better get right and come on and get aboard or whatever. And if you don't, you're just going to be flooded out. So you're going to die. Now, we're telling you in the same spirit of Noah today, listen, it's time for you to start serving the Most High. Because when Christ comes, you You don't want Christ to see you with that cigarette in your mouth, man.
Right.
You don't want Christ to see you over there being a filthy homosexual.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you get here, the worst words. Listen, this is a nightmare for me to have to hear the words, "I never knew you, depart from me."
That's right.
I don't want to hear that in my ever life. That's why I'm gonna make my election sure. I want my crown, man. So I mean, and this is the task that Noah had, the same as the task that Commander General Yohana has today, which is to gather up brothers and sisters and get them on the ark, man, which is the Isupk. You understand the Commander General Yohana? Go ahead.
Verse 18. But when thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee.
The Lord is telling Noah, I'm gonna establish my contract, or that's what that means when he says I'm gonna establish my covenant with you. I'm extending my contract to you. You understand? You are who I'm gonna deal with. You know why I'm dealing with you? Because you listen to me. You follow my orders. You do what I say. Right. I tell you not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You ain't out there fishing for no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You ain't cooking it up on your fire or whatever. You ain't out there having sex with animals and having sex with other men. You ain't prostituting your daughters. Your daughters ain't out there prostituting.
Right.
Like Noah was legit living a righteous life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In that time period where everybody else was just being evil and disgusting, man. You understand? So the Lord told him, was like, yo, my covenant is going to be established with you. Go ahead.
And every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark.
2 of every what?
2 of every sort.
2 of every sort, keep reading.
Shalt thou bring into the ark to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Verse 20.
That was it on that?
All the way to 20, right?
Right, all the way to 20.
Verse 20, of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee to keep them alive.
Right. So now he's telling him 2 of every sort of animal to bring inside of the boat, because these are animals, of course, that he's going to save to replenish the earth after it's been flooded as well. All right, continue on in the Hebrew.
Okay, on concept. Genesis, verse 6 and 21. Wa'a, taha, kwaka, laka, makal, mashakal, ashar,
also,
ishayakal,
you could turn that arrow on too, man. It's kind of
waya, wayasap, yasapath,
can you bring me
all
a bottle of water? Bubble shot.
Lakwa, sorry, Yala, Allah, Yal,
Alright, let's go.
Waha, Yaha, Laka, Wallaha, Wallahayam, Salaki, Wallaha, Wallaham, La'aka, Laha, verse 22. Wa'ad, Ya'asha, Waka, Kakal, Ashar, Tazawa, Ata, Alahayam, Kaza, Ashaha, verse Genesis 7 and 1 out into the knock. Waya, Amak, Yahawah, Lanaka, Lanak, Ba'a, Ata, Wakal, Bayathak, All, Kata, Baha, Kaya, Asha, Athak, Ra'a, Yatha, Taza, Dayakwa, Lapa, Naya,
Badawa, Hazaha, verse 2, Makal, Kabaha Maha, Pataha Waraha, the Kwahak, Laka, Shaba'aha, Asha, Ayash, Shaf, Waman, Habaha Maha, Ashar, La'a, Taha Raha, Hawa'a, Shanayam, Ayash, Waha, Shathawa, Wa'ash, Thawa, verse 3, Gam, Ma'a, Wapa, Hasha, Mayam, Shaba'awa, Shaba'aha, Zakar, Wana, Qadbaha, Laka, Wawath, Zara'i, A'il, Panaya, Ka'al, Hazaratazah, verse 4, Kaya, Layaha, Layamayam, Awad, Shaba'aha, Anaka, Kaya, Mama, Tayah, I'il, Ha'aratazah, Ara, Bayah, Yam, Yawam, Wa'ara, Barayam, La, Yalah, Wama, Ka, Yath, Ya, Af, Kal, Kwaya, Salaki, Ha, Ya, Kwa, Wam, Ashar, what? Asha, Yathawya, Ma'il, Panaya, Ka, Wahaya, Damaya, Waya, Yasha, Wayasha, Naka, Kakal, Ashar, Taza, Rahaya, Yahawa. That's it, sir.
All right.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 21. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them.
Simple to understand. Go ahead.
Verse 22. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he.
So Noah was obedient. Noah did everything that the Most High commanded of him. You know what I'm saying? That's the obedience that the Lord is looking for when it comes to our men and women in His truth and children. Keep reading.
Genesis chapter 7, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come down in all thy house into the ark.
Bring you and your house, your family into the ark. Go ahead.
For thee I have seen righteous before me in this generation.
Because the Lord seen through Noah and his family that he was worthy and righteous to serve him. Because again, the Lord repented when he saw all of the wickedness and the violence that was happening on the earth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord was ready to destroy. It repented him. He was ready to destroy the earth. But he saw that Noah was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And he protected his family. Keep reading.
Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female.
So to break that down, every clean beast, you get the male and the female, but you'll get 7 of those males and females. You understand? So in other words, cattle, right? You get a bull and you get a cow, you'll get 7 of those bulls and those cows. Okay. You understand? 7 sets of those bulls and those cows. You understand? And you'll bring them onto the ark. But the animals that you're not supposed to eat, let's say you have a lion and a she lion and a he lion, you only take one of those. You one set of those. You understand? A he lion and a she lion. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3, of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. 4, for yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
Imagine rain for 40 days and 40 nights. 40 days and 40 nights of non-stop rain, man. That's how terrible the power of the Most High is. That's how amazing and how glorious his power is on this earth, that he can allow the rain to continue 40 days and 40 nights. You go to sleep, it's raining. You wake up, it's raining. You going to work, it's raining. You know what I'm saying? You going down to the grocery store, it's raining. It's raining. You understand? And that's the power that he has on this earth. Keep going.
In every living substance that I will made will I destroy from off the face of the earth.
The Lord said he was going to destroy it off of the earth, everything off the earth, as he's going to flood it. And unless you can swim hella good, you're not going to make it.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. Go ahead.
Verse 5, and Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him.
As we expect from Noah, being that Noah was a righteous man of the Lord. You understand? You got to be a righteous man and a righteous sister of the Lord as well. You understand what you about to say something about?
No.
Okay, no, sir. Yeah, you got to be a righteous brother and sister of the Lord, child of the Lord as well, man. And the Lord put you in a position to serve, to raise up a nation. You know what I'm saying? You got to represent it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So the water for Commander Juliana being and give him a hand for holding down the truth and being righteous over all of these years when the Lord put him in a position to lead the nation of Israel. And he held it down so that we could get that same knowledge and understanding, so that we could continue, you understand, to keep righteousness amongst in our generation. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And teach all of our brothers and sisters out there who are not following the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Teach them to do right. Go ahead. Is there any more on that?
Verses stop at? That was verse 5.
That was it on? That was the last one?
Stop at 5.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. In the Hebrew.
In the Hebrew, Genesis 7. What'd you start? 5?
Starting at verse 6 now, right?
6.
7 and 6, right?
Yep.
Genesis 7 and 6. Wanaka, Ban, Shasha, Ma'awath, Shanaha, Waha, Mawal, Hayaha, Mayam, Ayal, Ha'arataza, verse 7. Waya, Baya, Maka, Wabana, Ya, Yawa, Wa'a, Shath, Shaha, Wanashaya, Banayawa, Atawa, all, Kaf kabaha, mapa naya, maya, ha maba wal, verse 8, man, ha bayha, maha, hata, hawara, ha, waman, habaha, maha, ashar, yanana, ha, taha, raha, wamam, kaya, wapa, wakal, ashar, ramash, il, haya, dama, hayad, maha. Verse 9, shanayam, ba'awa, al, naka, al, hatta, baha, zakar, waka, korbaya, kaya, shara, kaya, shar, taza, waha, alahayam, af, naka. Verse 10, waya, haya, lasha, ba'aith, kamayam, wayaka, wamaya, ha, wakal, ha, bawal, kaywa, il, ha, arataza, verse 11, bashanath, shasha, maha, waf, shanawha, akayaya, naka, baka, dash, hashanaya, basha, bayath, ashar, yawam, laka, dasha, bayawam, naba, kwa, iwa, kal, ma'ai, yanaf, thawayam, rabal, rabaha, wa'ara, bath, hasha, mayam, napath, kawa. Verse 12, waya, kaya, hai gasham, il, hai rataza, rayam, ara, bayayam, yawam, wayara, bayam, laha. Verse 13. That's it, sir.
And go ahead and read.
What's the book?
Wait a minute, Slocky.
Yeah, that's it.
Read the 6. I got to read 13, sir. Slocky.
Go ahead.
Bayai, Tazayam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Bayah, Nakah, Rasham, Wakayam, Wayapath, Banaya, Kaya, sorry, Naya, Nakah, Waya, Shath, Nakah, Washab, Lashaf, Nasha, Ya, Banayah, Banayawa, Atham, Al, Haf, Baha. That's it, sir.
Okay, I'll go ahead. In English.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 7 and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
You said no. We got it.
No.
Verse, what happened now?
From the
Start at
top.
verse 12, right?
No, you want to go to
Oh, 6 July.
6 is 19, sir.
Genesis 7 and verse 6, Shalaia.
No sweat.
And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth.
So the waters came upon the earth like the Lord had promised. He was 600 years old, because in that time period again, we lived a long time. Go ahead.
And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, into the ark because of the waters of the flood.
Read that again.
And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark.
They went into the ark, just like they were commanded by the Most High to do. Go ahead.
Because of the waters of the flood, of clean beasts and in a beast that are not clean, of the fowls, and everything that creepeth it upon the earth. There went into unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah.
Right.
Verse 10, and it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth.
So after 7 days, the waters of the flood were upon the earth, meaning now the entire earth is covered in water, man. Go ahead.
And the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the foundations of the great deep broken up, and the windows of the heaven were open. Verse 12, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
Just like the Lord had told Noah what was going to happen. He told him it was going to be that much rain for 40 days, 40 nights. Keep reading.
13, and the self same day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife and the 3 wives of his son went with them into the ark.
Only 8 people the Lord saved. Out of all of mankind that He created on this earth, you know, the thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of mankind that He had made in that time period, He only saved 8 men and women, man. You know what I'm saying? Noah, his sons, and their wives. They got on the boat. You understand? Because they would. It had to been a wicked generation where only 8 people got on the boat. They had to be the only 8 that was following the Lord. Like that had to been a wicked era time, a violent time period or a wicked time period. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. Nothing more to explain on that. Go ahead and keep reading that.
That was
No, I mean in the Hebrew.
No,
That was it. Go to the Hebrew.
You stop on 13.
yeah, 13.
Genesis 7 and 14 out of the Tanakh, Hebrew. Hamaha. Wakal. Haka Yaha. Lamawa. Lamaya Naha. Lakal. Habaha. Maha. Lama Yana. Akal, Hara Mash, Hara Masha, Haramash, Ayal, Ha'arataza, Lama, Wanaha, Wakal, Ha'ai, Wapa, Lama, Yana, Haya, Hawa, Laka, Taza, Parak, Call, Kanap, verse 15, Waya, Bawa, all Kaya Shak Daza Wa Ath Wa Alahayam Waya Sagak Waya Sagar Yaha Wa Yahawah Ba'ai Dawa, verse 17. Waya Haya Kamaba Wal Ara Ba'ai Yam Yawam Il Kaya Rataza Waya Ra Bawa Hamayam Waya Sha'ar Shawa Af Hatha Baha Watha Ram Ma'al Haya Harataza 18 Wa'a Gabarwa Hamayam Waya Barwa Ma'ad Il Arataza Watha Lakak Hatha Baha Il Panaya Hamasham, verse 19. Waha Mayam Gaba Raya Gaba Rawa Mada Ma'ad Il Ha'arataza Waya Kasa Kal Haha Ra'ayam Haga by Hayam Ashar the Kaf Call Ashamayam, verse 20. Kamash Ashar Ra Amaha Amaya Mala Ma'a Laha Gaba Rawa Hamayam Wayaka Sawa Haha Rayam Waya Gawai Call Bashar Hara Gum Hara Mash Il Hayarataza Bayai Wa Baba Ha Maha Wa Makayam Wa Bakal Hasha Arataza Hasha Ra'ataza Il Haya Arataza Wakal Ha'adam. That's it, sir.
Genesis chapter 7, verse 14. They and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, and every bird of every sort.
What verse do you want right now?
Verse 14.
Verse 14, okay. Got it, you got it.
And verse 15. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life.
All right, because the Lord is getting ready to replenish the earth again You understand? But after he destroys everything else, he's only going to bring in the ark what he wants to bring into the ark, including Noah and his family who serve the Most High righteously, and then he's going to replenish the earth after a while. Go ahead.
And they that went in, went in male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in.
Right.
17. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the earth.
Meaning that the waters were so high that now it's not necessarily sitting on the earth; it's up on the water now. You understand? Keep reading. That's how bad the flood got. Now where the boat was just sitting on regular land, now it's sitting up on water as if it's sitting right in the middle of an ocean. Go ahead.
And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth and the ark, went upon the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered.
And all of that. So now imagine all of the mountains and the high terrain that you see. You once see that, but now this is all submerged underwater.
Wow.
You don't see the mountains no more. The tallest things, Mount Everest was underwater.
Man.
You understand? All of these large mountains, all of these tall landscapes, whatever, they were all underwater at this point, man. The Lord was not joking. All right?
15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered.
Man, come on, man. Everything was covered. Everything under the heavens, what it said, was covered in water. You understand? And the only way you was gonna survive is if you was on that ark.
That's right.
And you talking about something this small with only 8 people and a bunch of animals. You understand? If you wasn't on that vessel right there, you was dead, man. You was grass. You know what I'm saying? You was out there floating, his body's all in the water, man. Just done. You know what I'm saying? And it just comes from not being obedient, man, and not following the rules that the Lord put in place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to follow the rules that the Lord put in place, because this time, of course, it's not going to be a flood. The Lord is coming with fire.
That's right.
He's coming with the sword, and he is going to destroy all manner of wickedness on this earth. So when Christ comes, you better not be caught with that weed in your hand, man, or being homosexual or whatever the hell you're doing out here in these streets, man. You better not be caught in that. You better go ahead and make your election sure.
That's right.
Here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, ASAP.
Right. That's right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 21. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beasts and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man.
Anything that was outside of that boat, man, died. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't on that boat, man or woman, you wasn't on that boat, you're dead. You're dead. If you was not one of them animals that came up on that boat, you were dead. You understand?
Okay.
Because the Lord, that's what the Lord wanted. He wanted to destroy what he had created, because everything that was not on that ark was not holy, man. It was not following the directions of the Lord. It was just too much violence and evil going on. Go ahead.
Okay.
Verse 22.
21 is 21 is the end.
That was the last one?
All right.
All right, go ahead and get back to the Hebrew.
Verse 22 of the Tanakh, the Hebrew. Call Ashar, Nashamath, Rawath, Hayayam, Paya, Bawa, Makal, Ashar, Baka, Rabah, Matawa, 23, Waya, Makah, Af, Call, Haya, Quayam, Ashar, Al, Panaya, Ha, Ha'a, Daya, Ha'a, Maha, Ha'a, Damaya, Ma'a, Dayam, Id, Baka, Baha, Maha, Id, Ramash, Wa'id, Awap, Hasha, Mayam, Waya, Maka, Mayan, Ha Arataza, Waya, Wayasha, Yawar, Ak, Maha, I'm sorry, Nak, Wa'a, Shawar, Athawa, Batha, Baha, verse 24, 8 and 24 out of Tanakh, Genesis. Waya, Gaba, Rawa, Hamayam, Ayel, Ha'a, Arataza, Ha'arataza, Hama, Sham, Wama, Af, Shayam, Genesis 8 and 1. Genesis 8 and 1. Wazya, Zakar, Alahayam, Af, Nakar, Wayaf, Call, Haka, Yaha, Wa'af, Call, Habahayam, Habama, Haba, Hama, Ashar, Atha, Athawa, Batha, Baha, Waya, Bawa, Alahayam, Raka, Ayel, Ha'arataza, Wa, Shikar, Hamash, verse 2, Genesis 8 and 2, Waya, Sakarawa, Ma'ai, Wanaaf, the Ha, Yum, Waya, Rabath, Hasha, Mayam, Yaka, Waya, Ka'al, Kala'a, Hagasham, Mayan, Hasha, Mayam, Genesis 8 and 3, Waya, Shabah, Hama, Yam, Ma'ayel, Ha'a, Arataza, Hala, Wak, Washa, Wab, Wayaka, Sarah, Hama, Yam, Makwa, Tazahya, Kama, Sham, Wamashath, Yawam, verse 4, Genesis 8 4, Watha, Nayak, Hatha, Baha, Baka, Dosha, Hasha, Bayahaya, Basha, Ba'ai, Ashar, Yawam, Laka, Dasha, Lakadash, Ayel, Haraya, Lara, Rata, verse 5, Wa'a, Raha, Mayam,
Hayaha, Hayawa, Hala, Wak, Raka, Sawar, Id, Haka, Dasha, Haya, Shariyah, Basha, Raya, Ba'ai, Shaya, Raya, Ba'ai, Ba'a, Kad, Ba'akad, Laka, Dasha, Nara, Yawa, Ra'a, Sharwa, Al, Haha, Rayam, and verse 6. Genesis 8 and 6. Waya, Haya, Makwa, Tazah, Ara, Ba'im, Yawam, Wayapaf, Wayapathka, Naka, Af, Kala, Wan, Hatha, Baha, Ashar, Ashar. That's it, sir.
Most High in Christ, man. Go ahead and start reading from the top, man.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 7, and verse 22. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land died. 23. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both men and cattle and creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark.
Man, listen, you got to understand that the power that we serve, the Most High, has dominion over this entire universe.
That's right.
And whatever he wants to do, he's going to do. And he's going to get you to serve him, whether you like it or not, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he has the power to kill and destroy. You understand? He has the power. Matter of fact, give me, hold that with you where you at right now. Get me, let me get it real quick, my precept. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 39, man. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. You understand? And he's a merciful God, man. You know what I'm saying? And also in the Bible it says that it also says that it's a time to kill and it's a time to heal. You know what I'm saying? It's a time for all. It's a time for every season. There's a time for for different things that the Lord does, man. You understand? You got it?
22 and 30.
So hold on 1 second. Let me go back to it real quick. 32 and 39.
Oh, 32 and 39. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? There's a time for peace. There's a time for war. You know, and the Lord does all of those things in righteousness, man. All right, you got that. Go ahead.
Genesis 32 and 39, King James Version. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God or no Yahweh with me.
You understand? There is no God. God means power. All right? There is no other power before me. So I'm the only power that you know, man. You understand? Go ahead.
There's no God with me. I kill.
Read.
I make alive.
I kill and I make alive. The Lord, our God, Yahweh, He has the power to kill and to make alive, man. And that's what He did on the earth, man. He saw how violent and how wicked the people was on the earth in this time period, and He destroyed them. Saved Noah and his family, man. You understand? And He showed them mercy because they was righteous. Okay. You so when people say, well, if God loved us so much, why He destroyed the earth, man? You understand? Because our God, this is how He showed forth His righteousness. Okay. He saw wickedness on the earth and He destroyed it. Okay. You understand? Just think of it like this. You walk in your house and your house had roaches and all kinds of pests everywhere. What are you going to do? You're going to kill it. You want it dead. You don't want it up in there, man. It's unclean. It's disgusting. It's going to give you asthma, all kinds of diseases. You're going to get rid of it. The Lord saw that He didn't want what He saw on the earth, man. He didn't want them mankind out there being homosexuals and eating all kinds of things that the Lord told them not to eat. And he didn't want that. So the Lord said, we got to get rid of that. Save those but only keep those who actually follow me, which was just 8 people, man. Just was 8 people. Keep reading on that. Is there any more on that?
I wound and I heal.
I wound and I heal. The Most High wounds and he heals, man. He has that power. Keep going.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Man, can't nobody deliver you out of the Most High's hand, man. So imagine all of those people who might have, in that time period, who might have tried to save themselves from that flood. And they wasn't going to do it. They wasn't going to do it. No matter how good of a swimmer you wasn't going to escape all of that water. You understand?
Okay.
And the Lord showed his power. You understand through that. Give me this scripture as well, real quick. Get me Psalm 66 and 3.
Son of God, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Psalm 66, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Say unto Yahweh,
Mm-hmm.
how terrible art thou in thy works.
How terrible art thou in thy works. This is what he's asking. How terrible are you in your works? Keep reading.
Yeah. Though the greatness of thy power shall thine enemies submit themselves unto thee.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to get his way through his power. You understand? And he wanted mankind to serve him, man. He wanted mankind to be righteous. So how would he have made that happen? He had to show him his great power on this earth. He had to show it. You understand? And he's going to do the same thing again. When Christ and them angels come, he's going to show his power to America, man, who's been so evil and wicked on this earth. Just like he showed his power to Egypt when he sent them plagues through Egypt and killed all of the first sons of the Egyptians. You understand? Go ahead.
And if I could as well too, I mean, like just going back to that to the last scripture that we was reading, how people were trying to trying to escape the floods.
Right.
It's going to be the same way when Christ come back with the 200 million angels.
That's
people
right.
in
That's
these
right.
bunkers, and they trying to build underground railroads.
That's right.
It's the same thing. You're not going to be able to escape your destruction.
That's right.
So I just want to bring that up.
Yeah, no, you're right. Give me my hand. That scripture says neither will anybody be able to deliver you from my hands.
Right.
So you can hide up under them bunkers like the brother said. You can try to fly to the damn moon if you want to. It ain't happening. The Lord is going to take care of you, man. You understand? For being wicked on this earth.
That's right.
You understand? So if it's high time, if you're a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian from the 12 tribes of Israel, it's high time that you come and serve the Most High. Otherwise, you're going to be right there with the heathens, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Lord be with you. That's all I can say about it.
That's right.
Keep reading out. And then
Right.
back on the scripture.
We in the book of Genesis, chapter 7 and verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
And the waters prevailed upon the earth
Mm-hmm.
in 150 days.
Mm-hmm. You said it says, read it one more time.
And the waters prevailed upon the earth
Mm-hmm.
in 150 days.
150 days of flooding, of straight flooding. I'm talking about high waters. Imagine the whole earth looking like the Atlantic Ocean.
Man.
You understand? For 150 days. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 8 verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And God remembered Noah
Mm-hmm.
and every little thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2, the fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained.
You understand? The Lord now was stopping the process of this rain. Because it had been raining for all of these years. The Lord allowed it to rain, all of this time. The Lord allowed it to rain and rain and rain, and now he's holding back on it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That same water that gave us a blessing on this earth and now become a curse.
Man, come on, man.
At that time.
Yeah. Just think about what rain does. Rain grows your crops.
That's right.
You don't have that rain, crops don't grow. You understand? And you need it. You gotta have that rain, man, to keep the earth hydrated. He used that thing to destroy.
Destroy, yes,
You
sir.
understand? Just like fire has its purposes. Keep you warm, cook your food, but fire also can kill.
Come on,
You understand? And that's exactly what's going to happen when Christ returns, man.
Come.
Go ahead. Was there any more on that?
And so like, and the waters returned from off the earth continually, and after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated. Verse 4, and the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ahorat.
You understand? So now the water starts to stop. The water is going in and off of land, just like you see waves, and then eventually it stops. You understand? Because the water is starting to be still. It's not raging anymore. You understand? And now the ark is on a mountain. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 5, and the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. Verse 6.
So now you can see the mountains. You can see the tops of them. That's how high that water was. Because that water was so high that you couldn't see the mountaintops. Now you can see the mountaintops. The water is going down, and the Lord is, he's pulling back off of this curse, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6, and it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made.
That was it on that? All right, so now he's looking out, so we're going to go ahead and read into 7 more verses. Where'd
you stop on?
Verse 6, so we're going to verse 7.
Genesis.
7 more verses, and then we'll close it out.
Come, sir. Genesis 8 and 7 out into the knot. Wayah Shalak Oth Hayah Rab Wayah Tazah Yatazah Wa Washa Wab Ad Abashath Hamasham Hamayam Mayal Haya Aratazah, verse 8, Genesis 8 and 8. Waya Shalah Ah Haya Wanaya Ma'a Thawa Laura Arwath Hakwa Lawa Hamash Yam Mayail Panawya Haya Damaya, verse 9. Walaya Mataza Ya Haya Wanaya Mana Wak Lakapa Raga Laha Watha Shab Al Yawa La'a Al Katha Baha Kaya Mayam Al Panaya Kala Ha Arataza Waya Wayashala Yada Yadawa Waya Kwakaiwa Kukowa Ha Waya Baya Atha Wa Allah Waya Al Hatha Baha, verse 10. Waya Kal Wayad Shabayath, Yamayam, Aka, Riyam, Wara, Waya, Sap, Shalah, Af, Ha, Waya, Newa, Mayan, Hatha, Baha, Hathabath, verse 11. Watha, Ba'a, Alaya, Alawa, Haya, Wana, La'ith, Arab, Waka, Nawaha, Allaha, Azayath, Tarap, Bapaya, Wanadaya, Nayak, Naka, Kaya, Kwalawa, Kamayama, Mayai, Ha, Arataza, verse 12. Wa'ayayaha, Wayayakal, Awad, Shabbath, Yamayam, Aka, Riyam, Waya, Shalak, Af, Haya, Wanaha, Allah, Wasa, Pa, Shanab, Allah, Allah, Yawa, Waya, I, wide. Verse 13, Genesis 8:13. Waya, Haya, Baya, Kaf, Wa, Shasha, Maya, Raf, Shanaha, Bara, Ashawan, Baya, Kad, Laka, Desha, Karaba, Hamayam, Ma'al, Ha'ai, Arataza, Waya, Sap, Wayasar, Naka, Af, Makasaf, Hatha, Baha, Wara, Ra'a, Wa'anaha, Karab, Karabawa, Karaba, Panaya, Haya, Dama, Ha. That's it, sir.
Okay, from the top.
Genesis chapter 8, verse 7. And he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth.
So now he's on the ark, and he's sending this raven out to go check on the waters. Right? Keep reading.
Also, he sent forth a dove from him.
He sent a dove as well. Go ahead.
To see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. Mm-hmm. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot.
Which would indicate what?
That was
Go ahead.
no rest for the sole of the foot. That means it's all water.
It means it's still water down there, man. If that dove does not come back, if that bird doesn't come back, that means that dove found somewhere to rest.
That's right, sir.
Right? Which means that there is no more what? There's no more water on the ground. You can walk out there now. You know what I'm saying? But that bird came back. It said, nah, it ain't time. It ain't ready yet. All right, go ahead.
And she returned unto him, unto the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her and pulled her unto him unto the ark.
Mm-hmm.
And he stayed yet another 7 days.
7 days, man. These some long periods of time to be on the ark, man. I wonder how comfortable it was on that thing, man. That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if it was made like the chariots on the inside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you chilling on that boat, you be up in there for days. Go ahead. So like, yeah.
And again he sent forth the dove out of the ark.
Sent the dove out again after 7 days. Go ahead.
And the dove came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucking off.
Meaning what? Go ahead.
Meaning, sir, that the trees are now appearing with olives on them. The ground, the terra aratazah is there.
Yeah, that means it's coming back. That flood is receding, and now the trees are there. They found some life on the trees. They found something to eat. Go ahead.
It's kind of
That also is a sign that there's some land out there.
Kind of sir.
So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. Verse 12, and he stayed yet another 7 days.
Waited another 7 days. See, I could go check this out. No, I'm going to wait about 7 more days. Go ahead.
And sent forth a dove, which returned not again.
Sent the dove, but this time the dove did not return, meaning what?
Meaning that dove liked where he stayed.
Yeah,
He stayed
it's
there.
good now. The conditions is right. Go ahead.
Unto him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13, and it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth.
No more waters, man. That flood served its purpose.
Wow.
The Lord got rid of all of the wickedness on this earth, saved Noah and his family, man. You understand? And now the earth is habitable for them to step up out of that ark. Now they can go live, man. Go ahead.
And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry.
That's the last scripture.
Did you read up to 14?
I'll just finish 13.
Read to 14.
One more.
Yes,
14 is the last one? Okay.
14, yes, sir.
And in the second month of the 7th and 20th day of the month was the earth dried.
You understand? Because of the obedience of Noah, Noah got to see, Noah got to keep his life. His family got to keep his life. You understand? And the Lord showed Noah his power by flooding the entire earth, which is a very dangerous, which is a very Hellenistic thing, to see the entire earth engulfed in water. You understand? You must not know that we in here.
You can't say it.
No sweat. But you all right. Yeah, so it's a very, that's a mighty thing. That's a mighty power to show forth to people, man. And Noah got to experience that. And the Lord allowed him to live, allowed all of those animals to live so they could replenish the earth. And now, because of Noah's obedience, he gets to replenish the earth, and he gets to continue his seed on the earth. You understand? Most High Christ on that. Amadium. All right, blow the Lord.
Okay, sir.
Slightly good. First. Shalom, Shukatan. Right.
La Yashala.
La Shala.
Give me 1 second. He's back in order. before we do the prayers, we're going to salute the Torah. You can grab that Torah. Men of Israel, prepare to salute the Torah. The Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brak Yah.
Then you step down. And then you two gentlemen come up and do it.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brak Yah.
All right, turn towards the east. This is the east. All right, go ahead and start the prayers.
The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabashimai. Rash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Walatuka. Daba'a. Tazaka. Ayah. Asha. Warataza. Ayah. Bashimaya. Dan. Banawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalak Nawa. Kawak Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kawak Yanawa. Wala. Abaya Nawa, Nasayawan, Abol, Awashaya Nawa, Raya, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Ahab the Poet, Aman.
What he said in the English was, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Daily bread.
Daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Give us our debts.
Give our debtors.
Give us our debtors.
Lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
Deliver us.
But deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. And so be it.
So be it. Hakak to power. Yahweh. Hashem Yahshua. Power to shah. Third now. Hakak. Larafa'ah. Amalakah. Makal. Manawa. Hakak. Lata'ah. Lamatazarium. Hakak. Lakwakwium. Amathium. Hakak. Arakawaf. Atamala. Garsham. Basham. Yahushua. Gawara. Aman.
What he said in the English was, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal. All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against the unclean spirits.
Power against the unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Barakanawa. Washarala. Raya. Sephorim. Barak. Rapa'ah. Agan. Hashem Yahushua. Aman.
What he said in the English is, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless us in Israel.
Bless us in Israel.
And the school. Bless heal, shield, and protect.
Bless heal, shield, and protect.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Aharayim. Ahayan. Yaba'ah. Azariah.
Ma'aim.
Azariah. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Asha. Shamayam. Wa'irataza. Wa'arataza. Ayotam. Namawak. Wagalia. Al. Yanawam. Shamarka. Ana. La'a. Yanawam. Wa'ilah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Shayarala. Yahawa. Shamarka. Yahawa. Azalka. Al-Yai. Yayadka. Yamoyam. Hashamash. La'a. Yakaka. Wakara.
Bala Yahweh, Shamarka, Bakarai, Shamar, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazafka, Wabaatka, Waata, Wa'ai, Awalam.
What he said in the English was, I will lift up my eyes. To the hills. Which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold.
He
that keepeth Israel.
Will
neither slumber nor
sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade. Upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. All evil. He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall
preserve thy going out.
And
thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim. Al-Damayah. Al-Takarash. Dashakwat. Daya. Ana. Awayapka. Yahanya. Yahama. Yawan. Ra'ash. Almaika. Ya'ara Ramadwa. Sarawa. Wayata. Yatazawa. Al-Tazawapadka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakada. Wakaya. Wala'a. Yatazarka. Sham. Yasharala. Awada. Kaya. Nawa'atazawa. Lava. Yakadwa. Ayalka. Baraf. Yakarafwa. Ahalya. Arawam. Wa. Yashimai. Alayam. Mawaba. Wagariam. Gabal. Wamawan. Wamalak. Malashak. Ain. Yashabya. Tazawa. Gam. Ashawa. Nalawa. Amain. Ayawa. Zarawai. Labanya. Nawat. Shalah. Ashab. Laham. Kamalya. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabyan. Wanakol. Makwash. One. Nashamadwa. Bayan. Dara'ah. Salakia. Bayan. Dara. Haya'a. Daman. La'adama. Shayatamwa. Nada. Yab. Mawab. Karab. Wakazaba. Nasa kamwa. Shar. Amarwa. Nasharaya. Lanawa. Af. Na'awaf. Alahaya. Shalatam. Kagaya. Kakwash. Lapanya. Yakwa. Kayash. The Bara. Wakalabaha. Talahat. Arayam. Khan. Taradakma. Basa'araka. Wabasa. Watpatka. Tabahalam. Panyaham. Palawan. Waya. Bakwashkwa. Shamka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Waya.
Bahalwa. Ad Ya'id. Wa Yakapawa. Wa Ya. Ad Badwa. Wa Ya. Da'awa. Kaya. Atha. Shabka. Yahweh. Labadwa. Al Yuwan. Akal. Aratazah.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
They that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
And have taken crafty counsel.
Taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off. From being a nation.
That the name
of Israel
be no more.
Be no more.
Remembrance. For they have consulted.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes.
The
Baal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. The inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. Unto the Midianites. As to Jabez. At the brook of Kissar. Which perished at Endor. They have become, they became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ram. As the air. Yea. All their princes as Zabah. As Zamuna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. The flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. Make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. And they seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. Trouble forevermore. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Art the Most High. Over all the earth. All right, Sar. We're going to end our Sabbath service. Before we end it, is there any man or sister, any brother or sister or child that wants to be anointed today? Okay. All right. We'll give that brother a hand. Just get it, put some oil on his head. I'm sorry, Christ. You just stand right over here, boy. All right, y'all brothers right here, repeat after me. Yabaraka Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. On your Yakunka. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Shalom. Yahweh. Bashim. Yahushua. Barak. Magun. Abankara. Bashim Yahushua. Water. Aman. This is what we said in the English. Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right? On sign Christ. Anybody else? On sign Christ. Just some more. All right, just the men behind me. Beside me. Yabaraka Yahweh. Wayashamarka. Yahweh. Ayakah. Ayakunka. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Ayakah. Wayashamlaka. Shalom. Yahweh. Bashim. Yahushua. Barak. Magun.
Labaya. Bashim
Bashim Yahshua.
Water.
the
one. Aman.
Here what we said in the English was, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right? Sign Christ. That it? Anybody else? That's it? All right, don't sweat. Yeah, no sweat. All right, one courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Amadiyam Shabbat. Amadiyam Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
All right, and one courtesy salute to the sisters. Amadiyam Shabbat. Amadiyam Barak.
Yahweh Shemar Hashem Yahushua.
Right, Mosiah Christ. With that being said, Amadiyam Salagia. Yadi Matah dismissed.